And you know, a beautiful thing about the Heavenly Father is that he always comes through. I want to begin by giving all praises, glory and honor to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekaha Kadash. Double honors to the other apostles, great millstone who rule well, and salutation to the Most High's men in the four corners of the earth, pushing his word, sincerity, and truth. And shalom to the sisters that support and subscribe wholeheartedly to the message of deliverance and salvation of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. This is your brother Benyamin from GMS, Mississippi, with an intrinsic topic going into the faith of the Heavenly Father. You know, the Heavenly Father has stated that never have the righteous been forsaken or his seed begging bread. You know, you can read that in the book of Psalm. And that is very true. When you weigh the cost and you count the cost and you hold everything in the balance of the good and the evil that you have received in your life. When you take account to the prayers that you have made unto the Heavenly Father and the amount of prayers that have been answered, you know, the Lord always comes through. You know, whether it is a way for you to escape, right? Because as it is written that the Most High will not put more upon you than you can bear. Or whether it is you taking account of the Most High blessing you through a situation. Not removing the situation from you completely, but blessing you with the wit and the know-how to get through the situation. You know, all of these particular things that happen, you know, they happen for your good. You know, even the things that aren't so good, so to speak. You know, will you curse the Most High and pray for death? Or will you pray unto the Most High and thank him through it all? You know, many different times your faith is tested. And with the testing of your faith, the Most High has the ability and the capability to work miracles. And, you know, and we wait for these miracles to come, you know, but it requires patience. Because without patience, you won't be able to see what the Lord is truly showing you. Without patience, you won't listen to the voice of the Lord that may not just be as loud as you would like it to be. But the Most High is always with his servants. And as a son and a daughter and not a bastard, you know, that makes you a humble servant of the Lord, a hopeful elect member of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Right? I remember that one verse, it went into, oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. You know? So let's get this here. Traffic is at a complete standstill. It must be an accident. This is, I'm going to grab this here in the book of Psalm, and we'll just start here at verse 1. Looks like we have some time. It says, "Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb." Right? So the wicked are going to be cut down like the grass, right? And the Most High is going to uproot them out of the earth. And that goes for these scoffers and these scorners as well. "Trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed." Hey, the Most High is always going to come through for you. He's always going to be that particular pillar and that foundation that you can stand firmly upon. "Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart." And ultimately, we're going to get the desires of our heart in the kingdom, you know. But even here on this side, the Most High gives us levels of succor, right? Which is certain levels of relief, certain levels of contentment, certain levels of happiness, certain levels of joy, certain levels of pleasantries. Commit thy way unto the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. So Yahweh Shem Hawashai is going to bring his will to pass, but also incorporate that into those things that you need of him, those things that you pray, beg, plead, and ask the Lord for, right? Because as it is written, that the Heavenly Father knoweth what you need before you even ask of him. But we just have to continue to have that faith and that trust in the Lord, because we already know that if we're faithful in him, he'll abide and be faithful with us. But will he do it to a hard-headed, wicked, unrighteous individual? The answer is no. He'll give them a particular portion of their own, which is a portion of judgment, a portion of continuous and constant correction, a portion of unrighteousness, because when you sow an unrighteous seed, a wicked seed, you can only reap the fruits of what you sowed, right? So you can only reap fruits of wickedness, fruits of unrighteousness. But when you sow a righteous seed, you'll reap what? You'll reap a righteous man's reward, a righteous lady's reward. But the book of Matthew goes into the Lord's Prayer, and we have to constantly pray unto the Lord. And sometimes it can take 10 years. So sometimes it can take a relatively long time, though it may seem. But I remember this one old gospel song, and it went like, he may not come when you want him, but he'll be there right on time. And that's just true, because at the end of the day, what do you truly have power over? You don't have power over much. But the things that you do have power over, you simply handle those, simply correct those, and do what you got to do concerning it. But those things that you don't have power over, you have to hand it over to the Lord, And this was I knew that there was something going on, but you see an accident here, and even this right here, I pray to the Heavenly Father many times that he protects me on this roadway, that he protects me and blesses me and keeps me safe, because the same way that I'm anticipating making it to my destination, that could be you, that could be me, and you don't end up there. So faith in Yahweh Shem Hawashai is important. Belief in Yahweh Shem Hawashai is important. Praying is very important. And you got people talking about heathens coming, being saved. We're shutting up the kingdom of heaven to heathens. They don't believe in the Lord. They don't believe in Yahweh Shem Hawashai. But not to be rerouted from the topic and the subject matter at hand, but praying unto Yahweh Shem Hawashai and having that particular level of faith that he's going to come through, right? The Most High will continue to get you out of dire straits, but you have to be patient. You have to understand what it is that you're praying for. You have to be very specific in what it is that you're praying for. You have to let it be known the outcome of what it is that you're praying for, because you need to fully understand what it is that you need the Heavenly Father to help you with, what it is that you need the Heavenly Father to bless you with, what it is that you need to enhance whatever it is, or whatever particular level of prayer that you are praying unto Yahweh Shem Hawashai. That's your responsibility. It's not for the Most High to fill in the gaps, read between the lines, and interpret what you mean. Like, nah, you make your prayers known unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and you speak very plainly. You speak with confidence, and you speak with belief that once you shut that prayer, you close that prayer out. Like, man, I got it already. You know, the wicked of this world and the world of people try to use manifestation and speak into the universe and all these levels of dark magic and witchcraft as though they would have an authority to be blessed by the author over life and death. These people are completely nuts. They're out of here. But you truly believing in the Lord and you crying out unto the Lord for your levels of blessings, your levels of strength to get through persecutions, your levels of being purged from your own character flaws, your levels of praying for the ability to forgive, for praying for the strength to endure. There are so many things to pray for. So many things. I think I may pray more unto the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, than I physically talk to people in my day-to-day. I guarantee I do. And with those prayers that you pray unto the Lord, you got to know that He's going to come through. You just do your part and don't be forceful, trying to force the hand of the Heavenly Father to do His part, because what I say, that He may not come when you want Him, but He'll be there right on time. So I pray that you are edified. I'm ending out there. Until next time, it's your brother Bunyan, and I'm going to say shalom.